Hi. Once again, here I am for Wade's Weekly Wednesday Wisdom. Got it right that time. So anyways, today is panhandling. So where I live, we have people holding up their signs, we'll work for food, or anything helps, or, single mother needs help. Some people are ex-vets. Sometimes I think they're telling the truth. Sometimes I think they're lying and using our sympathy for our veterans to their advantage. Don't get me wrong. I have the utmost respect for our veterans. However, if you're using that and you're not a veteran, I have a real issue with that. But that's a whole nother subject. Let's just talk about panhandling and what it represents in this country. So let's hide behind the freedom of speech, and I'll hold a sign up on a public sidewalk that says, I'm begging for food. Okay? So I've got everything. I got the Constitution protecting me, and I'm standing there. However, I'm stopping traffic, so now it becomes a safety issue. So I know that if there's a death in a car accident on the freeway, and people put up, crosses, right? Which is totally a great thing. But if the Department of Transportation sees that people are paying too much attention to the cross on the side of the freeway and trying to read who died or what happened or whatever it may say, they'll take down that cross. Now that's freedom of speech, and it's usually on a public way. But because it causes an issue with traffic, a safety thing, they take it down, and they have the right to do that. That's what they do. It's sad that we can't memorialize those deaths in a different way or in that way and it not be distracting or whatever, but that's a whole other topic too. But these people who are panhandling and holding up this sign, they slow down traffic. There's people stopped at green lights to hand them money or whatever. That is where the Department of Transportation should be able to step in. And I know that some municipalities, they will fine a person if they walk out into the street to receive that money. Small town where I grew up, they actually have a sign that says that anyone who passes anything from a vehicle to a pedestrian gets fined. So, I could be real sympathetic to this homeless guy and hand him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich through the window. I'd get the fine. So guess what? I don't do that. Because as much as I might want to give him my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I don't want a $500 fine that he doesn't have to pay. I have to pay for giving him a sandwich. So I'm not going to do it. So guess what? Panhandlers don't hang out there. And now they're not a problem. So panhandling is for pussies. It is just a place for lazy pieces of shit that have no pride to stand and beg for food. That's what they're doing. They're not even offering entertainment, They're standing there on the side of the road as cars drive by. They're not even out there, making music or dancing or something like you might see in a big city on a sidewalk, which is still, I think, should be done away with. The thing is, we have the mission. You can go down there. It's a facility for people in need to go get food, shelter, some other supplies and get some medical care and such. But panhandling is not the place for you to be at. And you need to have some pride. Take some pride in who you are. Get a freaking job, get an education, get off your feet and figure it out. I actually followed a woman who was panhandling, and I thought, wow, that's kind of weird. She's got some nice headphones on because she's bored out there doing nothing, holding up a sign, and I followed her, and she got into a car that was much newer than mine, and I didn't follow her home or anything, but it was obvious that she was not homeless. She was not struggling near enough to be panhandling. Which probably, I'm just going to make this bold assumption that she's probably a stay-at-home mom and thought, hell, I'll make a few extra bucks on the side here. It's tax-free. It's the perfect situation. I can get people to donate to me, and I'll make this extra cash. It is pathetic. It should be outlawed. Now, I don't believe our government should control everything, but we can find ways of making it illegal. One, they stop traffic. It backs up traffic. It becomes an eyesore. It's not attractive to the city. Businesses in the area, they suffer because of it. Who wants to go Who wants to go walking down a sidewalk if they're going to get mugged or feel like they're going to get mugged? At least they're going to get harassed by a bunch of people. Hey, you got some spare change? You got some spare change? No, I got a job and I got money in my pocket and I'm not sharing it with you, you shitbag. I mean, and then the businesses suffer because I don't want to have to deal with that guy or that woman that's panhandling, so I go somewhere else. And that business, when they went into business there, panhandling there might not have been a problem, but all of a sudden they move in. You know, and how stupid. I live in the Pacific Northwest where we get a lot of rain. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But why would you, if you were homeless, how stupid do you have to be homeless here? I mean, I would collect all the money I could get, and I'd get me a ticket to Hawaii, a one-way ticket to Hawaii, where they allow you to sleep on the beach for free. And it's 80 degrees every day. I mean, come on. You know, I'd rather be freezing underneath an overpass with holes in my socks. I mean, it's just complete. You know why you're homeless? You're stupid. That's why. So panhandling, it should be outlawed. We allow it in our town, and it is tearing down our downtown area, and it looks like crap, and it shows no pride for our city. And then we go to the city council, and they're like, oh, well, they have the right. No, you can make laws that make it illegal. Yeah, they can hide behind the freedom of speech, but if they're stopping traffic, if they're slowing it down, or find the people that are handing them something, make it illegal to transfer something from one side to the other. You don't know. It could be a drug deal. You know, you don't know how it's set up. But either way, they're slowing down traffic. Boom, there's your way out. You can make it illegal and eliminate it completely. And this is I'm sure it's a nationwide problem. I've been into some other big cities, and I see it all the time where people completely avoid a neighborhood once it starts getting dark because of all the panhandling that goes on. And it's a bunch of shit. Businesses shouldn't suffer because somebody makes it scary to go to a store. It's just a sad thing our society lives in, and everyone wants to be politically correct and not offend anybody. Screw them. They're pieces of trash, and they're beggars. They're complete beggars, and they have no pride in who they are. And if you can't have any pride in who you are, what are you worth to society? Over.